Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Chillinwithlanda. I have another story time for you all today. I miss you, but I am back on track. If you're new to my channel, if it's your first time clicking on, welcome. Hey, what's up? Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit your notification bell so you can know when I upload. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. And if you're returning, you already know what's up. Hey. Let's get into the video, y'all. Y'all notice something different about me. Check me out, girl. I should have recorded it. Trying to put this wig on, y'all. Look, lace, you can see it right there. But lace wear. It was more on fleek last night. I had went to my uncle barbecue, y'all, and it was so humid, y'all. It was so hot. I sweated. But I got the wig on, and I got on they press-on nails because they cute. What? I should have recorded this, but I don't do the glue. This is supposed to be like a glueless wig, and they give you like these little sticky scripts. Y'all, tell me why I use the entire pack. This was my first time ever having on a wig besides like a headband wig. And I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so cute. Check me out. But yeah, I just had to show y'all how I get in my little groove back, and I love my hair. But girl, don't let the wind blow, girl. Don't let the wind blow, girl. It's over. But y'all, I'm done being silly. Let's go ahead and get into the story time, y'all. I want to go ahead and tell this story without telling like the guy part of it because I got bit by this dog. But I guess I have to give y'all a little backstory. Some years ago, I was chilling with my brothers, my fake brothers, and I was over his house with his baby mama. She was a very cool girl, so we all went to school together. We pretty much grew up together, so I will go over and hang with him every so often when I'm bored or whatever and hang with her. That's what I did. So this night, I went over there and we was hanging out. We was chilling, just kicking it. I don't know. We were listening to music outside. He was smoking, doing his thing. We was all vibing. So after a while, his friend came over. I don't want to give him a name, but I think I made a story time about him already. But I don't remember his name. So for the sake of the video, we just gonna call him D. I don't know. So I'm chilling. After a while, D pulls up and my brother introduces him to me because he didn't know me. So D, he was okay looking. He wasn't the finest thing walking, but he looked clean. He had a nice shaved beard. He had on some work clothes. A man is always sexy in a uniform, know what I mean? D was dark skinned. I love dark skinned men, low cut, work clothes. He looked clean. He wasn't the most handsome guy, but he looked okay. So at first he didn't really catch my attention. I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really worried about him. But as the night went on, he was pretty cool. Like we was all vibing. My brother, baby mama, all of us was having a good time outside on the patio. The night is going on, and I'm not really paying much attention to D, but he was into me. He was on your girl body. I don't know. He was on me, y'all. So I just remember at some point I had my shoes off. I was sitting on the bed and I had my sandals off, and I was about to put on my sandals. And before I can even reach down to get my sandals, D comes over and he grabbed my shoe and he puts on my sandal for me. And I had on those scrap-on sandals, that wrap around the leg. So this guy I never met, he was down there scrapping my shoe up around my leg. So immediately, waterfalls, tingling, girl, heart racing. So I'm like, okay, I wasn't really paying this guy much attention tonight, but he seems cool. He's handsome. He's very gentleman-like. He's putting on my shoes for me. Yes, ma'am. So he's down there putting on my shoe, and my brother's like, oh, bro, that's you. Ooh. They just being petty, hyping the situation up, making it more than what it should have been. So of course, after that night, I'm just going to fast forward. Of course, we started talking. We were dating a little bit. We exchanged numbers. I would go to his house all the time because we were fresh out of high school. I didn't have nothing going on with my life, y'all. So I would go to D house quite often, almost every other day. Pretty much had a special drawer at his house with my panties and my personal items, all kind of stuff. I just was over there all the time. So when I would come to his house, me and him would be in the living room watching TV a lot of times because in his bedroom he didn't have no TV. So we would go into the den to watch TV a lot. And I never been to the back of their house where like the back door is. I just would always like be in the den by the back door, and I would hear this dog all the time. Like the dog would bark sometime, but I never physically saw the dog. He never like besides him barking, he never really caused a ruckus. So it was never a reason for D to go back. I guess to feed him or whatnot, but it was never a reason for D to like for us to go to the back of the house to see the dog because he didn't do anything. He just would bark every now and then, and that was that. So let's cut to it. I don't really have time for all of that other stuff, right? I'm gonna break it down. Me and his relationship sucked. Like he worked galvanizing with iron and all kind of stuff. He drunk a lot. I'm not gonna lie. D, he worked a lot. He was a horrible guy to date, but he worked a lot. He worked almost every day of the week. He worked long hours. So when he got off work, y'all know them little 99 shots from the liquor store, the little 99 liquor shots. Those was his things. He put me on to those a little bit. So those was his things. He would go to work, come home, drink his little 99. Across the street was a guy he would always go and chill with and drink with and talk to, a neighbor, his homeboy, his neighbor. So a lot of times I would just chill in the house. Sometimes I would go over there and join them. But that was his thing. He liked to drink and go hang with the neighbor across the street. So one day, I wasn't at his house just yet. I was on my way to his house. So I called him and I told him, I'm like, D, what's up? What you doing? I'm on my way to come to your house to hang out with you or whatever, as I always do. He said, okay. So I make my way to his house. I'm in the car driving. I'm sitting in front of the house waiting. He's not there. I see across the street, the guy he hang with, the car is gone. So I'm calling D. I'm calling him. I'm like, D. I'm calling him, texting him, no answer. So I call him. I'm like, D, where are you? He said he goes to the corner store. Give him about 10 minutes. So I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, okay, 10 minutes. They must have went to get some liquor shots. So I'm chilling in the car, waiting. And so he finally calls me back. He was like, so me, a neighbor had to make an extra stop, go to the back, walk to the back of the house, to the back door, and the back door is open, go in my room. So I'm like, cool, okay, cool. So I get out of my car and I unlock the front gate. Now, mind you, next door to him was somebody, an older guy. He was inside. He was on his ladder, and had like a little tool. In Miami, we have plenty mangoes. Every household has a mango tree or avocado tree, some kind of fruit tree in our yard. So the older guy was in his yard. He was on a ladder, and he was trying to get mangoes out of his tree with this tool, minding his business, right? So I get out of the car, I unlock the front gate, and I'm walking to the side of the house. On the side of the house is this black dog. Now, he's not very big. He's like medium size. He looked clean. He didn't look vicious or whatever. But when I walked to the side of the house, the dog stood up. And when he stood up, his paw went like this. Now, if you're not familiar, when the dog is about to attack, they usually make eye contact and they paw will go backwards when they're in attack mode. I now know this, but so I see the dog. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. I hear the neighbor. The mango is dropping to the ground. Everybody's minding their business. Now, I am a dog person. Since I was a little girl, my mom had dogs. They've had puppies. My dad had a dog for 15 years. It passed away. He got another dog. It passed away. I've always grown up with dogs. I've always been highly allergic to dogs, but I've always grown up with dogs. I love dogs. I love dogs. I love all dogs. It don't matter if it's big, small, vicious looking. I love dogs. And I say this to say the reason I was giving this dog eye contact was because I wasn't afraid. I wasn't scared. Most people would see the dog. They probably would have ran out of the gate. They would have called him back and been like, oh, hell no. Come get your dog. Come open the door. I wasn't scared of this dog. I wanted to walk up and pet this dog. Dumb. So the dog looking at me, I'm looking at him. He got his paw to the back. And it's something in me, I'm like, I'm not scared of you. So I continue to walk by him, y'all. And when I continued to walk by him, that dog, and he was on the chain. He was on the chain. But when I attempt to walk past him, that dog got up, y'all. And he bit my ass. He bit my ass. He bit my ass.
I said, doggy, please don't bite me, dog. And I turned around to jump over the fence. The dog grabbed my ass.
And it didn't hurt initially. It was just like, I don't know if y'all ever been punctured. It was just like, I felt his teeth just punctured the side of my leg. It didn't hurt at all. I just felt it was like a quick puncture. Like, and it literally was just 2 bites from his fangs. Like, so when he bit me, I fell into the bushes that was on the side of the house. The man next door who was getting mangoes out of the tree, he climbs down the ladder and he's like, oh, he bit you, he bit you, he bit you. He bit you. And I'm just rolling. I'm rolling in the bushes, y'all, trying to get up. The dog is barking at me, trying to get me some more. I'm rolling in these bushes, y'all. Could y'all imagine chunky me? I'm just in these bushes, just rolling around trying to get my balance, y'all. Sandals done flew off like I done got hit by a car. Hair is messed up all in like 2 seconds. I promise y'all. So the man next door like, oh, he bit you. He bit you. He bit you. I don't know what him saying that was going to do, but I finally get out of the bushes and I'm like, yeah, he bit me. So the mango man, the neighbor was like, oh, man, he bit the mailbox man last week. Like, they need to contain that dog. And my head just spinning, y'all. I finally get out of the bushes. The dog is going crazy. I don't know if y'all know, but when the dog attacks and it get a taste of blood and a whiff of aggression, it is non-stop. When I say that dog was vicious, he was just barking and he was trying to get out of that chain. He was trying to come at me, y'all. My sandals was on the other side of the gate. I get up, I run my ass out of the gate. I close the gate behind me. I run to the car. So I'm calling D on the phone. I'm calling him. D is not answering the phone. The neighbor is at the car. He's like, you all right? You all right? I look at my leg. It's just 2 puncture bites, y'all. It was just a little bit of blood rolling down my leg. It didn't even hurt. But my heart is just, it was adrenaline, y'all. So I'm calling D, texting D. I'm like, D, your dog just bit me. What are you? D is not answering the phone for me. He is not picking up the phone for me. I am calling D, texting him. I'm like, yo, your dog just bit me. Where are you? The neighbor was like, yo, he biting everybody. I don't know. The neighbor was he was more frantic than I was, seemed like. So I'm sitting in the car calling D. The neighbor outside of the car, like, what is that going to do? Like, help me. Girl, D never answered that phone. It took D like 10 minutes to answer the phone. I guess after I text him 911, your dog has bit me. After like 10 minutes, he finally calls me back. And I'm like, yo, your dog has bit me. So he was like, what? He don't never bite nobody. Lies. The neighbor already done told me. Lies. But he's like, oh, my dog, they ain't vicious. He never bite nobody. What you did to him? I'm like, I didn't do a damn thing. I was attempting to walk past him and he bit me. So D comes, he comes like, a few minutes later. He wasn't far at all. Ugh. So eventually I tell the neighbor guy, I'm like, okay, he finally answered the phone. I should be okay. He's on his way. So D pulls up in neighbor car. Well, the guy across the street. They pull up. The neighbor across the street didn't give a damn about me, child. He gets out of his car. He goes into his house, child. He didn't care about me. He didn't give a damn. So So D gets out of his car. He walks across the street to my car. And I show him my puncture wound. The mango neighbor, he has gone in the house. I calmed him down and I reassured him, hey, I'm going to be all right. So he calms down and he goes in his house. You would assume that, hey, rabies. Now, I knew about rabies and I've heard about rabies and stuff like that, but that was not the first thing on my mind. I don't know why. Life of a smoker child. So me and D is sitting in the car. I'm going off on him about his dog bit me. He didn't seem to have a care in the world. I guess because my bite wasn't so severe. It just was like 2 little blood drops going down my leg. He didn't really take it serious at all. So we sat in the car in the front of the house and we chiefed, y'all. We did. We sat in the car and we smoked. We smoked one. So once we was done with that, we go to Jackson Hospital down here in Miami. I drive to the hospital and he goes with me. So I go to the emergency room. I clean the little blood up off my leg. And I'm like, yo, so I just been bit by this dog. Now, mind you, I'm coherent. Nothing is wrong with me. I am fine. Thank God. So we wait a little bit. I sign my papers. We go to the back. So now I'm sitting in the doctor's, I don't know what it is, emergency doctor's area. I have no idea what this place is, but they were very nice doctors. So this black doctor, black lady, she walked up to me and she's talking to me. And it was a very smooth process. Like she's talking to me, my age, what happened, my medical history, all kind of how do I feel, all kind of stuff. So she's standing in front of me with her notepad. She's standing in front of me writing down my symptoms or whatever. And I don't know. She just was like, all of a sudden, she just was writing. She closed her book. And I just see all these other doctors. They start to surround me. Like one doctor walked up, another doctor walked up. She's standing there staring at me. So instantly, I'm like, oh, maybe my heart rate is really high because I just smoked. You feel me? So I tell her, I figured that's what it was. So I tell the doctor, I'm like, Miss Doctor, it's nothing wrong with me. I say, me and him, we just smoked. That's probably why my heart beat racing. So she closed her notebook and she started laughing, y'all. She was like, well, I'm happy you told me that, honey, because your heart rate is racing. I don't know if it's because adrenaline or whatever, but we thought you was finna go under. So she started laughing. So now she passed me along to another doctor or a nurse. It was another black guy. Love this. So he was a young black guy. So me and D sitting there. Now, mind you, D, he's not saying anything. The process is very fast. The black doctor, he even compliments me. He's telling me, he's like, you are one of the most coherent, like, fast people we've ever had in and out the ER. Like, you answer your questions very fast. Like, he was complimenting me. Like, I was just like, okay, like, maybe people who come through the ER always have issues. They never can get through the process really fast. I don't know. So he take me and D to this back room and he get this big old syringe. It wasn't even a needle. It was a big old syringe and he shoots like, I don't know, he kind of sticks the end of the syringe in one of my little puncture wounds and he sprayed some liquid, some solution in it and like cleaned it out. He put it in the other hole and he cleaned it out. A quick process, feel me? So it was a quick process. It didn't really hurt when he was cleaning my wounds out. It was very fast. It bubbled up a little bit. I guess the germs was cleaning out. He wiped me up, patched me up, and we were out the door. Nothing came out of that. We left after they patched me up. I don't even think he prescribed me anything. He didn't give me any medicine, anything. Till this day, I guess, maybe when I was younger, I had some shots to prevent rabies and all of these nasty diseases that can happen when you step on nails or get bit by wild animals, to say the least. So I was okay. D was not very supportive. He was quiet the entire time. He wasn't like very comforting. He didn't ask me, was I hurt? None of that. He was a bad boyfriend. And yeah, that was that. We soon broke up after that because he was cheating on me. I caught him with a little skanky skank, but so yeah, my brother asked me how that relationship went, and I told him how it went. I'm just fast forwarding after the bite. But I still have these two little scars on the side of my leg. And that you can feel like when you touch them, you can kind of feel like inside is like hollow, like a little bit. But I never got rabies. Nothing came out of that. Somebody told me I should have sued him. Now, I could have sued him for that dog bite, but I feel like I wouldn't have won. You know why I feel like I wouldn't have won? Because I walked past the dog. I took it upon myself to walk past this dog who was minding its business. And he was on the chain. He was in the yard. He was chained up. He wasn't a wild dog on the loose that just bit me out of nowhere. So I feel like I didn't sue him because it would have been on me. You know what I mean? So maybe with that the male man or male lady he bit the week prior to, maybe she could have sued him because I don't think he was on a leash. It couldn't have been no way he bit the mailman if he was on the side of the house chained up. I feel like I walked into that situation and he bit my ass, Mr. Postman. Yes, he did. He bit my ass. But I'm not traumatized about that. experience at all. I still love dogs. I still will walk up on a dog. I stay in an apartment complex, and we're not supposed to have pets, but we do. And sometimes when I walk downstairs, sometimes people don't have their dogs on leashes, and they walk up to me and jump on me, and I let them, child. I'm not traumatized by the experience at all. And yeah, that was just crazy. Y'all already know the only way I can communicate with y'all is y'all leave a comment down below. Like, if y'all ever been bit by an animal before, chased by a dog. When I was little, y'all, I got a story. Quick little story. When I was little, y'all know that a candy lady. We call them candy lady, candy houses, whatever. And to get to the candy lady house was a big open field. Like, it was no property there. It was just a like just land. But to get to her house, you had to walk across this land. My mama told me to go to the candy house and get her a hot sausage and some junk food when I was little. Child, tell me why I'm walking out the candy lady yard and her big dog get out the door, y'all. That big dog get out the door, out the gate, and I see it, and I gets to running. I'm a little girl with my big old flip-flops on. I'm running across this field. Running across this field from this dog. This dog is hot on my ass. I'm talking about the dog could lick my ankles. He was on me, y'all. Everybody outside. This was when I was little, years ago, when everybody used to be outside, neighbors, kids on the bike, skateboard, when kids was kids and the neighborhood was actually friends and talk to each other. Yeah, them kind of days. So I'm running across the field screaming and everybody's laughing at me. I didn't think it was funny. I'm hauling ass. I'm talking about elbows and ass, just running to the house. I get to my house, my mama is dying laughing. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was funny. I think that even that situation should have traumatized me. I still don't learn my damn lesson, child. I still will walk up on the dog and it'll probably take a chunk out of me today. And it'll be worth it because I probably won't get rabies. But y'all, I'm silly. I enjoyed telling y'all this little story time. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and like it. Leave a comment down below. Leave me anything. Talk to your girl. I'll talk back. I try to respond. Well, right now, where I'm at on YouTube, I can respond to most of you guys. So y'all already know I will respond to you, show you some love. Make sure you hit your notification bell so whenever I upload again, you already know. Check me out. And until next time, y'all, I am out. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Chilling with Londa. I have another story time. But before I get into all of that, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Chilling with Londa. I got a question. Can y'all smoke on YouTube? Can we smoke on YouTube? Can we smoke on YouTube? But I ain't gonna take the chance. I'm gonna cut all of that out, child. All of it. So y'all, we had the Jackson Hospital wait. Should I tell them what I said, Miami? Well, Miami huge, whatever. We go to Jackson Hospital. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You know what? I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. So D didn't care. What? Who is at my door? Child. If y'all only knew how much I messed up trying to record. I must say my anxiety has gone down tremendously. From my previous story times, I be up here sweating, all kind of nervous, but I kind of love my subscribers and my supporters. I'm kind of comfortable with y'all at this point, but honey, I'm going to start uploading these bloopers at the end of the video so y'all can see what I go through. Because it's no joke trying to make a video when you're not used to talking to yourself. I talk to myself, but I'm talking to y'all.